back to Ireland in
Yeah,
less
we're
than a month.
That's amazing. You'll be there before me because I'm going June 9th.
We're going April 15th to the 23rd.
Perfect.
I'm going to start looking for a place to buy.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm not ready yet, but might as well start figuring out
Yeah.
all along the Wild Atlantic Way, except for one small section in the south.
Hey.
Southwest. So we're going to Valley de Hob. It's a village of 274 people that got roughly.
I'm way ahead
I
of
love
you.
it.
That's my country.
Yeah, right? So, Bruce, you're going to need closer your microphone. And Josh is in charge of sound. Hey, everybody, by the way, we're here at 90.7 WKKL at Four Seas Community College. And we've got some fabulous students in with us. Josh is manning the board today. That is like the key #1 position. You can't mess up. No pressure.
Way to put the pressure on.
Listen, the show, you are the anchor. You're in charge of everything when you're at the board.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the pilot of the ship. So when you're seated in that chair,
Call you anchor going forward.
that's it. So when you're seated in that chair, you're really in charge of everything. You're in charge of the elements, how people sound, how things look on the board. In time, you need to tell people you've got this amount of time. You've got this. You're the director.
Yeah.
So that comes with that seat is that responsibility.
I'll be hitting no icebergs today.
Perfect. I love it.
We'll start our next break because it was at 8:15, but I moved it down. So
Okay, good.
now we have at 8:18, so we got 4 minutes left. Goes live, and let's get this break going. I'm gonna start it right about just everyone's levels because it's going in red for some reason. Because there we go. Thinks my voice is so monotone without my coffee. It's too hot to drink. I'm starting this right about now. Wait, no. Right about
And the pressure is on.
now.
Some like it hot. Some like it hot. Some like it hot.
90.7 WKKL, Cape Cod's classic alternative. In the studio this morning, we've got Bruce, who's about ready to talk about all things Ireland.
Indeed.
Right? How was your Patty's Day?
Oh, fabulous. We cooked a leg of lamb, some parsnips, roasted potatoes, scallions. Am I making you hungry yet, Nate?
That sounds good. I can't do the lamb. It has a cute face. I can't do it.
I only look at the leg part. I don't look at the face.
We've got Josh, who is our board operator for today. Say hey, Josh.
How's everybody doing? I'm operating the board today. I'm the captain of the ship. But,
That's it.
A little bit, yeah, I'm the captain.
Yeah, perfect. And Nate is the first one in the studio today.
Oh, yeah. You got to be on time. Got to be the first one in the building, last one out the building. That's what greatness starts right there.
I really feel like you're giving college students everywhere just an attaboy for being bright, chipper, on time, early to a 7 a.m. class. It's not every college around the globe that is like that. What's up, Kelly? Thanks for joining us. So, Bruce, talk about what your show is here at Cape Cod Community College.
Well, my radio breaks I'm known as Bruce the Bear.
Okay.
And I talk about a lot of things, but my focus is on Ireland. My wife and I love Ireland. We're planning on going over there in less than a month for another 8-day excursion. This will be my 5th trip. My wife actually went to college at Galway for 2 years.
Fabulous.
Back in her college
My
days.
mom is from there.
Excellent. And this segment, I want to talk about the Cliffs of Moher, which is along the Wild Atlantic Way, which is a beautiful 1,500-mile trek along the west coast of Ireland. So when you're over in Ireland, you drive on the other side of the road and the steering wheel's on the other side of the car. Now, I have no problem driving on the other side of the road. I practice a lot of that here in the States. You can ask some of my friends. But we're driving on the other side of the road. The stick shift is still in the middle. The pedals line up the same. Brake, clutch, and gas. So no worries there. So we're driving along. And remember, the roads are narrow.
Mm-hmm.
Stone walls on either side of you. And there's usually not enough room for 2 cars to pass without somebody sort of edging into the ditch up against the stone wall. So we've been driving all day. We pull into the parking lot at the Cliffs of Moher. Now, I tend to take my time putting stuff into my little day pack because it's a 9-mile hike we're about to do along the cliff face or cliff edge. And my wife is getting impatient because I think she had to go to the bathroom. And I'm hurrying. So she puts her iPhone on top of the car and didn't realize that it had slid back into that groove where the hatchback closes. And all of a sudden there's this horrible crunch
Goodbye.
as she slams the back.
No photos of the cliffs of
And
Moher
then
that
she
day.
opens it back up and a second crunch completely destroyed the iPhone. Best part was all of our travel itinerary was on that phone.
No.
And there's more to come.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to leave you hanging on the edge of your seats.
Stick around. I've
And
also
of
got more
course,
to
it
add.
was all my fault.
Well, at least you know that. Bruce the Bear, everybody, Josh, and we've got Nate. I'm Stephanie Beaver. You're listening to 90.7 WKKL.
90.7.
Everyone's
Perfect.
That's awesome. At least you know that as a husband it is all your fault.
And I walked well behind her. There's a much better view there, too.
I was just trying to adjust you.
What's up, Aaron? Thanks for joining us this morning. We've got a live radio program as well as our live broadcast over here. So a couple of things happening here at Four Seas. Professor Z hovering.
I'm hovering. We'll twist that for a second. Look that way for a second. A little bit. I'm coming your chair. Let me see if I can finish.
Yeah, there you go. Your camera's right there, so at least you know. And now you know.
I didn't mean to rush you, Bruce. I'm like, I gotta tell
I
you.
know, right?
I
Hey,
can
you're the
talk all day
timekeeper.
long.
But you left it perfect though. It was a cliffhanger because people are like, I want to know how it's Bruce's
That's how you
fault.
should.
Literally a
ended it.
cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger.
The next one is at 8:29. So we got
And
9
why-
minutes.
we should probably start it now just in case. That way we're
Yeah, well, what should we talk about? We're talking about part 2 of Bruce's story.
Bruce
So
on the
Bruce
cliff.
did some-
Or we
Getting
could
ready.
switch to another segment. So
Does
that
Bruce
there's
go over the
more
cliff?
anticipation.
and then we can hype it up at the end. Like, how is this Bruce's fault? Well, you find out. It's always Bruce's fault. They can't do anything right now.
It comes with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, speaking of that, when I don't know what gift I gave to my husband, but it was, I forget what thing I had to give him something for. So I got him this stupid shirt with photos of myself all over it. So right, and so I was like, go get your Hawaiian shirt. And it's just got my face in the middle of everything.
does he wear it?
He will occasionally wear it. I'll bring it out. I'll tell him to put it on. So
Date
in
night.
retaliation, he purchased a photo of both of us. It's him looking over the cliffs of Moher. My husband's name is Cliff.
Nice.
And it's a shower curtain. So every time I walk into my bathroom, it's just a giant photo of him and the cliffs of Moher that is my shower curtain. That's retaliation.
That doesn't sound like too bad of a retaliation.
It's ridiculous. And also, it's just like weird because he's got his hand in his pocket. It's just like one giant finger. And like it's like really blown up
Well, you
to
won't have to.
scale.
Well, you won't have to worry about your daughter being in the show.
No, no. Dad's watching with his giant thumb. Good God. What's up, Denise?
That's one way to bring things up.
So weird. She's a weirdo.
But you love him,
But he's
though.
your
Oh, good.
weirdo.
He is my weirdo. Because I'm not weird.
I'm perfect. I don't know what y'all talking about.
I wish I had a press ahead coffee this morning. I just have my sad press this morning.
You're sad press.
I
Is
know,
there a
yeah.
happy press?
Well, they have a new coffee truck that is going to be mobile coffee everywhere, and they had coffee lessons on how to brew the perfect espresso yesterday.
Ooh.
Apparently 19
Ooh.
grams. Today on my Facebook page, I'm asking people, the question of the day is, tell me the last thing that you learned. So that's what
that
Jim
could make
learned.
a good segment, right?
Yeah.
19
19 grams of espresso bean makes the perfect,
makes the world go round.
but yeah, right, something. Poor Josh is like, I'm uncaffeinated and I can't deal with this group today.
Every time I take a sip, my mouth is just like, ow. It's like, ow, stop. I say we get this part 2.
All right, we ready?
Yeah, Bruce, start thinking of how you can make this like the most dramatic, like cinematic, and like mind blowing. Okay.
You should tell them what you name your fans, too.
The bear comes.
I love it.
You gotta bring that. You gotta fix that robot. Bruce has a robot. Oh, we gotta talk about that too. He's a little robot that like put batteries in. Yeah, it's a little bear that goes rah, and it walks around. He's been telling me about it. He's got
I love it.
in. And we're live now.
You're listening to 90.7 WKKL. Cape
Oh,
Cod.
not yet. Right about.
I can't hear anything.
Oh, sorry. Now.
You're listening to 90.7 WKKL, Cape Cod's classic alternative. It's the morning crew in this morning. I'm Stephanie Viva at our board today. We've got Josh, Bruce the Bear giving us some great stories. Nate is here, and you left us on a cliffhanger at the Cliffs of Moher.
Oh, indeed. So after she yelled at me a bit in front of everyone else in the parking lot.
If you're just joining us in this story, Bruce left the cell phone on top of the car. Crunch, crunch.
No, not I. It was my beautiful wife, the Minx, who left her iPhone on top of the car, but it was still my fault.
So Bruce left the phone on the top of the car.
Nice.
Like you said, the blame comes with the ring.
Indeed.
With all of their travel itinerary, what
All
came
right,
next?
including where we were staying that night. And my wife is a firm believer in never writing anything down
Oh,
because that would make it too easy. And not that we could read her writing anyway. She's a massage therapist and her writing is illegible
okay.
at best.
Well, you're still alive to tell the story, so I'm
Indeed.
curious how you got lodging that evening.
So fortunately, she had backed up everything on her iPad, which did not find its way into the groove at the top of the hatchback to
Perfect.
be destroyed. So we were able to continue on with our itinerary. And when we arrived home at the end of our trip, there was a brand new iPhone in a little box on the doorstep, which was great. So we took the hike along the Cliffs of Moher. And as usual, she's 50 yards ahead of me because she's an elite athlete. And she used to be a stand-up paddle surf racer and lots of strength. Upper body and lower body strength. I never argue with her because I don't want to wake up next
Smart
week
man.
missing most of my teeth.
You are a smart
Yeah,
man.
definitely don't want that
Oh,
to
no, that would make it harder to eat.
Then you wouldn't be able to smile.
Anyway, I did make sure on that 9-mile hike along the Cliffs of Moher that I never got between her and the cliff edge because I could see steam was still coming out of her
Smart
ears
man
about
yourself.
her
Yeah, that
iPhone.
she needed to work that off.
Oh, yes. She marched it off. All of our hikes are like marching.
Why are women like that? I rage clean. I also did. That's how we get it out.
Well, indeed, with me, it will simmer. My wife says I have Irish Alzheimer's. I only remember the grudges.
There you go. There are lots of grudges.
So we wound up having a great time, and a few pints later, we finally made it to our lodging.
Well, it's a good story after that. A couple of pints puts anything to bed for a
More
little
than a
while.
couple.
As they say, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
That's it. Bruce the Bear, I'm really looking forward to listening to some more of your shows. When are you on here at WKKL?
I am on every Wednesday evening from 5 to 7, and I understand Professor Z is going to give me a morning slot sometime coming up soon.
Very exciting stuff here.
Indeed.
We need more Bruce in our lives.
Yeah, right? You're listening to 90.7 WKKL. Nice job. Hey, Stephanie, Josh, Amy, thanks for joining us this morning. We're in the studio of Four Cs. And Lisa, Professor Z, has been doing a fabulous job in here. There's a fabulous new studio over there. I had a good laugh when I haven't seen a reel-to-reel machine in, I don't know,
Couple of days.
20 years or so. I'll give you a little PTSD. I still have razor blade marks on my fingers from having to cut and splice tape when I first started in radio. So that was a little
They
shocking
really
this
put
morning.
you to work back in the day.
No, that was just me being bad at it. You got to start somewhere, kids.
Let me just record this song. Shoot. Anybody got extra tape around? I messed up.
I feel like those were the days of radio. Nowadays, radio is like it's completely it's weird because it's like more live than ever, but more different than ever. It's not like traditional radio. It's just different. But I don't know. Back in the golden era, it's just different. It just everything was it was perfect.
You know what I don't miss is those radio voices.
Oh my, those are so gimmicky.
I can't. I was
Too
listening to
gimmicky.
one on the way in here today.
Oh
And I was like, oh God, no. Oh, I'm so
See, I'm very picky. If I'm going to listen to the radio and there's going to be people on it, I'm very picky. Like, I have Sirius XM because it's great to have.
Yeah,
But like,
I moonlight over there. You'll hear me every once in a while.
oh yeah, but it's just listening to the radio. Unless you hear someone that's really good at their job and just themselves and has that voice, like radio these days is just so like, yeah, this person's just annoying me.
Josh, seeing Stephanie back inside a radio station is crazy to see. Is it though? You're never straying far from where your roots are, for sure.
You got your own radio station.
That's it.
In the basement.
Listen, we are raising some capital right now to get out of the basement. No, we'll still probably be in the basement. It's better acoustically to be in a space like that.
Basement's pretty nice. Basement's
Much
pretty
quieter.
nice.
It is a lot quieter, and I can't account for other stuff upstairs, so it's just easier for us
Unless
to
you
be
have
down
someone
there.
that walks like a moose upstairs.
And we do. Two teenagers.
Or you're running the washing machine.
Right? Oh, God.
And you must load the towels and it's all gazunk, gazunk, gazunk.
That's why it's in the garage, so we're safe from barring any of that stuff. So if you'd like to listen to us on the terrestrial dial, that is where we are on 90.7 WKKL. Get in your car. You can even say Alexa, right? Alexa,
probably
you have
could.
an Alexa skill. I think we're rebroadcasting this on Lemonadio, so you can listen on lemonadio.com. Hopefully you're getting all of this.
Hopefully
Good
you guys
stuff.
are having a great time this morning.
That's it.
Oh, they definitely are. If they're listening to us, they're definitely having a great time.
All right, so I'm going to bob out for just a few minutes because I am jumping on a board meeting with the Mashpee Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave you guys to it in the studio. Nate, you can take over this camera angle and continue the show while I check in with my meeting.
Everyone gets a load of Nate today. What's going on, folks?
Oh, yeah, right?
Oh, don't drop that.
Keep the rumor going. Is it still going?
It's still going. It's
All
just
right.
Would
slow
you like
going through the
would you like
planning
your
board.
pen and pad in
No,
case
I'll
you
be
have
back.
to take notes? What's going on today, folks?
Oh, we got 7 minutes to make magic. And,
Let's run this
magic
dog.
will be made.
Tallis.
Tallis, president
Shaking.
of student government.
What's up, buddy?
How are you?
Come and sit down and join me, buddy. How we doing today? We doing good?
Good, bro. What you doing, man?
We doing fantastic here in the
What are you
morning.
guys talking about today?
Well, we had Bruce on the show. He's talking about the wild Atlantic Way of Ireland.
Okay.
What do we got going on in student government?
Oh, man. We got some good pictures today, so.
Josh, did you dress nice? Bring some good
I gotta get home and find some nice clothes. What's the like judges? Not a suit, but like a blazer or something like that.
You know, yeah, I mean, if you want, if you have it, but if you don't, yeah, if you don't, it's fine.
I can go get one. Yeah, I was thinking about going to get one at my lunch break. I'm
But
like,
he's fresh, dog. You
So
see
you
this?
have one?
You see
I
this?
think, but I don't know where it is. So I'm just gonna go swing and get one real quick.
Okay.
It's just a button down or blazer or something like that. Figured.
What time's your picture?
No,
It's
until
fine.
later.
Yeah, no until later, like 2 to 3.
Yeah.
Because I could bring one from the house. I'm going to go home between classes to check on the dogs.
Are you a blazer?
I've got, yeah, sports coat.
Or like kind of like I'm trying to just something nice. I gotta wear. I don't have any nice clothes. I'm all gym shorts.
Yeah, I can bring you some.
Oh yeah,
Only a little bit tie, and I'll tie it for you so it's done right.
Bruce the Bear. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries.
I'll show you.
Yeah, and you can just put it on over your shirt. They're only going to see you from the waist up, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Chest up.
I tell, or is it? These are like group photos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can just. I'll just
And it would be so cool if you're wearing gym shorts and the blazer and tie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm wearing my nice shorts today. Bruce always hooking me up. Bruce.
no worries.
Bruce is the
Take
man.
good care of me.
Thank you, Bruce.
No worries.
But what's
But if you
new in
find
the
any
student
cash in
government?
the pockets, that comes back.
Oh yeah.
And
What
we
about
work on some stuff. We work on there's a hunger-free campus view at the State
Ooh.
House in Boston, and we some of us gonna be going to Boston next Wednesday to educate about that. So they're trying to make community college hunger-free, which means students coming to community college and not paying for food.
Oh,
So yeah, so we wrote a resolution and a letter, and we're about to pass that today. Bring that to the Senate. Yeah, I'm excited.
that's actually pretty good because it will allow people to not be like, well, I can't eat. Like it will allow
I know.
people to be like, I'm struggling and I need food. Like that. That's a great thing that this college works on. They really take care of their students like all the time.
That's
And
right.
make sure that each student has the best way to succeed. It's not about if you have enough to pay or anything. They want to make sure you succeed and achieve your best. And I think that's where something like that comes into play and it makes everything better because
Right.
some people do go hungry throughout the day and it's not a fun feeling. And sometimes you just gotta help those people out. Even if you got a couple bucks just to be like, hey, I got you type deal.
And it's hard to focus on
Oh yeah.
trying to learn when your belly's rumbling.
Oh yeah.
Right.
That's a great topic. I say we should talk about that. I'm gonna start this. We have 6 minutes or 7 minutes to talk about that, and then we have one more break left, so we can talk about anything else. And in that period, if there's anything else you want to talk about, Talis, we'll talk about that as well. So I'll start this.
Just give me the
I'll give you the points.
yeah.
This is Nick Skinner, 9
Wait, I
points.
guess we're recording now.
I'll record right about now.
90.7 WKKL. Thank you for listening this morning here with the morning crew. We got Josh directing us on the board, making sure we sound absolutely perfect. We got Bruce the Bear. I don't know if there's any Bear Cubs out there, but we know he's got some good fans out there. And I'm here with my buddy Talis with SGA. What's going on? What's new? I know you have that hunger bill.
Hey, how you doing, everyone? Well, I'm excited. So apparently, the state of Massachusetts is working on a bill called Hunger-Free Campus, and which will allow students from community college to come to campus and have a free lunch. So our student government will be going to the State House next week, March 27 on Wednesday, to advocate and to talk. And we are also writing a resolution and a letter, and we'll be talking to our, Cape Cod legislators and make sure they know what's happening, make sure they vote on it. And we're excited. We're so excited, and we're happy to see that something's happening. So yeah.
It always seems like SGA is moving things forward, and it seems like they got a great leadership usually. What do you see in the future right now, and what's next in the cards as the semester goes on?
I think out of those 23 students on student government, more than half of them will continue, which is really good. So, and I already see a lot of students thinking about running for a higher role in student government, and a lot of passionate students. And I think it's a really good system for Cape Cod Community College. And we have a lot of people. We have a lot of students. We have people that really care, and I'm excited. Yeah, I think we're about to make history. So I just want to be part of it.
Now I know you're part of student government, Josh. What's your experience been like so far with working with SGA and working with Talis? What's your experience been like?
Oh, amazing. I'd say they're really like groundbreaking with their innovation. They've done a lot of stuff. For example, so they helped pass a bill, which made it so. Well, no, they were the reason the bill got passed in the first place, which made it so to be a trustee and basically on the student government, you don't have to be a full-time student. You can be a trustee for the student government and be a part-time student. Before, you had to be full-time, which is, I think, 9 or around 12 credits. But now, if you're a part-time student, you can be a trustee for the student government. They went to Congress and they passed that. There's a lot of other stuff that they helped with communities, and even just like stuff that's normally student government doesn't get involved in, but this one does. Like going straight up to legislation. It's like the stuff that Tallis does too. It's insane. You should see him when he talks to a room. He connects with everyone in the room, and he gets stuff done. He's a great leader. He's a great president, and everyone else in it. I know Aiden Burke. He's the head of public relations. He just newly was elected. He's a great guy. He's very smart. He knows his stuff. Everyone, even the teachers who assist us, John French, all of them, they're great people, and I'm so glad I joined.
Bruce, we have some great people in student government get some stuff done, moving things forward. I'd say we got a great group.
I will take your word. I'm a part-time student. I'm part of Mass Reconnect, so I'm just getting back into going to college.
College is one of those things that if you don't get back into it the right time, or if you're just getting back in, it takes a moment. But the fact you're getting back into things, that's actually really cool, and I give you the credit for coming and getting what you want done.
Thanks, Nate. I'm having a blast.
Hey, that's a good thing. Thank you for listening to 90.7 WKKL. Hope everyone is having a great day out there. Josh, Tallis, Bruce, Nate, signing off for now, but we got some more good stuff coming up next.
90.7 WKKL. That was too good.
We're freaking perfect.
That's good.
I think we got this next, right?
I don't know what that is.
It's a play, right? Isn't it, Bruce?
It's a musical.
A musical?
Oh, music.
Would you like to talk about the musical a little bit?
Other than our friend.
Pretty might have forgotten, so shoot, you know.
Hey, that is cool. They got a musical though.
Also the conference kids might.
Are you?
I'm taking my beautiful wife. You'll get to meet the names. if you show up.
What's the dates on there?
Where we at?
The 11th through the 20th.
Oh, we should be good. I think the last one's 8:58. The last.
We have the 9 o'clock hour ticket, so we can move into that too.
Yeah. We might go in by like a minute.
That way we can get stuff up. More. Just get the meeting for a second.
Professor, do you think you'll?
And you know you're allowed to do it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, actually, one of ours, I didn't know we have another one. This one, the 6th one is way into the 9th spot.
The 6th one I thought I moved up. You can physically move it up if you'd like to.
Yeah.
It's just it might take a second to load. We need to talk about the conference too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The media conference coming up April 12th. Hell yeah.
Should be on the website. You need to pull it up on your.
I was gonna party from 9 to 3 here. No, I'm kidding.
So this break can just be campus life. No, stay.
Are you going to wear your Hello Kitty? Did that go up?
Oh, it did. Yes, it did.
That's awesome.
This guy's got jokes for days. I think we should get him in. We should get him in connect with AJ and Josh. He definitely fit the comedian.
Oh yeah, right. If anybody's driving right now, there's a giant accident in Mashpee and Quiniquisette, so it's causing some serious delays. If that is where you're planning on going today,
A giant accident.
giant.
What would you describe as giant?
Some of my board members not being there.
Oh,
At a board meeting right now.
Yeah, that's some major news. Major key alert.
Right? A little bit of breaking news.
Yeah, breaking
It's
news.
solar glare this time of year.
Sources: Stephanie Viva, right here.
Don't quote me on that.
Well,
Right on top of that.
I'm using my sources on top of your sources.
You're right. So what do you have? One more break this hour?
we have 2 more. I thought we had 1 more, but the other one moved. So I adjusted them all on the thing. So we got 1 at 8:50 and then 1 at 8:54. So we got we got 12 minutes to our last break. So if we get a quick one out now and then we see.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick one now. I'm gonna go lower the volume of Julie. Do like the Four Seas community break. Tallis, you can talk about your program here, and then the show, Bruce, and then whatever else you got going on personally. It's a community calendar break, everyone.
I'll make you
Yeah, and plug the conference.
I'll make sure your show doesn't fall apart, Steph.
Thanks, man.
Makes the hostess with the mostest. that what they say? Hostess with the, that doesn't sound right when you say like hostess with the mostest. No, hostess
No,
with the,
that's
Is that
that's
what
what people say. It's one of those phrases.
those phrases make no sense to me.
That's okay.
It's
So-
like saying break a
So
leg.
you guys need a student speaker at commencement, right? At graduation.
Yes.
Why don't we bring that up real quick?
Mm.
Want to talk about that?
Yeah, I can ask you about it too as well. Got to test the knowledge out on Talus here.
I won't go live. I'll point at unless you. I'll say. Or actually, we'll have Bruce say it. So Bruce, I'll point at you and you go 90.7 WKKL, and then introduce everybody.
This is a true leader right here at the board. I don't care what nobody says. Josh, you're the best.
Good man, Nate. Nate's my hype man. Designated hype man.
Just doing my job.
Doing a good job.
You're listening to 90.7 WKKL. We're here in the studio with Josh on the board, Nate Tallis, the president of our student government, and Bruce the Bear. Take it away, guys.
So we got something here that's pretty cool. There's a sign over here that says, "We want you to be our student speaker at commencement or graduation." They are looking for a student speaker to have at graduation. What's the latest on that, Tallis?
Well, apparently, the deal is if you have a really nice story, if you are passionate about making people feel inspired, you can write a speech and make sure you reach out to Professor Lisa Z. We're looking for a commencement speaker. If you're graduating, which will be in May 25th, which will be, I mean, it's actually May 23rd, which will be on Thursday. That's our commencement, and that will be at Melody 10. So get out there, submit and let us see what you have to say. That's a really good opportunity.
I could write a banging speech. I'm not graduating, but I could write some. If you give me some time, I'm not graduating, but if you give me some time, I could write a banging speech. Because
People will be inspired.
Yeah, I just write from the heart. I don't write just BS that people put. I write something that comes to mind. I might not read from the paper occasionally because I'm just somebody that once I start getting inspired and thinking good thoughts that just come to mind, I'm like, hey, I got to get these out some way, somehow. But give me some time. Do you guys think you could write a good speech if you were to go up in front of a graduation or anything like that?
I think I'd be more. I'd write a nice speech, but then I'd kind of free float a little bit and start going off and like kind of. Because I like to improvise, like a wise man once said. I'd be like Nate. Like a wise man once said, "Give Nate a microphone and watch him cook."
Let him cook.
Let him cook. Nice. Now, Bruce, you think you'd be able to write a nice speech?
People would be laughing so hard they'd wet their gowns.
Yeah, that's great.
I've been to the there's a long line for the bathrooms.
Oh,
Is there actually?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
We'll make sure you get there this summer. Anyway, does everybody know about Bright Star?
Ooh, what is that about?
Bright Star is a musical written by Steve Martin and Edie Brickell. It's a bluegrass musical, and it's being performed at the Tilden Arts Center right here on campus, April 11th, 12th, 13th, 18th, and 19th, and 20th at 7:30 p.m. And there are two matinees, April 13th and 20th at 2 p.m. One of our good friends from broadcasting class, broadcast production class, Brianna Malcolm, is in this music.
That's exciting, though,
Yeah.
to have some of our own people.
Yeah. And if you're looking for tickets, go to happenings@capecod.edu or call the box office, 774-330-4044. Students, and it's a BOGO, $10 tickets. It's a great deal. Y'all should come.
I think it's really cool that on campus and everywhere else that everyone's got their own kind of talent. Like Brianna's good at the arts, like the theater arts. We all got our own thing that we're just good at. And I think that's cool that we have a campus full of talented people that are good at each thing, like whether it's your science, your your math, like whatever you're good at. I think that having a campus full of talented people in their own way is pretty cool because it allows people to connect with each other and teach each other maybe things that you don't know.
Absolutely. Some people model Hello Kitty pajamas.
He's good at
Not mentioning any names.
Sounds like you wear them more than me if you like to mention them a lot.
Well, everyone, I hope you're enjoying. We got one last break. This is 90.7 WKKL.
Cape Cod's classic alternative.
Yeah.
Way to switch it up there at the end between different ways.
That was funny. Really funny.
Did you guys plan that this morning?
I always love the Nate and Bruce banter. It's the funniest
Right
thing
in
ever.
Boston much.
I don't. I mean,
Give yourself plenty of time.
I usually go that because my nephew he's in the hospital in Boston, but I don't know. Just it's like putting the GPS on, and the GPS tells you whatever you figure out.
Yeah, but I mean the traffic.
The traffic, right?
Sucks.
58. We got 9
I've
minutes.
driven up to Boston a lot.
9 minutes to the next break.
Yeah, I go every
Should
time.
do
my
one at
wife is
8:50.
flying. My wife goes on a lot of trips without me,
In a minute.
so I take.
I
her
think
up
we
to London.
can. Yeah, we could get it out in 20 seconds almost. Yeah, we get.
How did you
Sure.
mention the
I
media
would plan
conference
on
really
an
quick?
extra hour.
Yeah, media.
I'll sit you going all
Medea.
weekday.
Uh-huh.
There'll be a lot of
Medea.
traffic.
Media comp.
Okay, I'll make sure.
Yeah, worries.
All right, folks, you ready to get this last break?
Oh yeah, we got the last one. We can get in. We'll talk about media conference, anything else, student government, school events, and then I just realized I missed the corned beef and cabbage yesterday. I don't know why I thought it was today. Uh-oh.
You missed?
I missed. Did you get it?
Oh,
Did you get it?
I mean, the smelling of it was just not it.
Everyone was telling me.
Even Professor Z, she's like,
Was it over there?
it's like, yeah, it was over there. Yeah, it's like it's weird. I understand like to St. Patrick's Day, but
They
It
did
wasn't
so
St. Patrick's
after the
Day.
fact. That's the funny
yeah,
thing.
and corned beef and cabbage, like it's gonna like Taylor gave a good point. It's gonna stink up the whole cafeteria.
That food, I mean, I don't know. I didn't eat it. I was like, no, I'm not even trying.
Like I remember the first one they did a Jamaican food, and that was 10 out of 10.
For me, because like I didn't know they did that. And I walk in the cafeteria and I just see like jerk chicken, plantains, and all this. And I'm like, what is this? I'm like, where did this come from?
I think the funniest part was when they did the Brazilian food, whatever.
Oh, I missed
And
that.
then we had
one.
a whole table full of Brazilians, and we were like, all right, let's try it. And then we stopped and we were like, that's not Brazilian. And we
Yo,
were
that's
so
crazy.
angry. We were so pissed.
They just slammed the title.
Corned beef at home. She doesn't want the whole house smelling like it for weeks.
Oh,
So I make like a lamb instead.
I'm not a
Yeah.
big corned beef person.
Me
like,
neither.
Mostly salty.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not much for the salty unless you like cook it a certain way where it's not
Yeah.
salty, which is kind of hard.
I'm a
Like there's
cabbage
a way.
fan. I like cabbage better and
Cabbage.
carrots.
You must be a coleslaw fan if you like cabbage.
I'm not a mayonnaise fan though, but I do like coleslaw because I like cabbage so much.
You can use non-fat plain yogurt with no sugar or fruit in there, and that will give it the same consistency.
Use blue
Really?
right.
Also, it won't blow out.
Good.
Good.
You did great.
Candy, like-
Yeah, we're on to the last
I need
one.
the last
Look at this morning crew that you've had assembled
Yeah.
here for you today. Thank you all for joining us. I'm going to go back to my board meeting, but we're going to end this live. I'll see you tomorrow in the studio. I forget who my guest is, but you can join us then. 1180o.com. Bye, everybody. I do need an itinerary.